This is the main road. There's the gas line. They dug a trench across this lawn 2 years ago, right on the edge of this tree here, the mulch area, and they cut a wire. The wire feeds the sign out here. I've already started isolating the circuit, so I have it completely isolated here and inside. And what we find, I have my mega tester here at 500 volts from hot to ground. I have 0 resistance. Okay, on a regular ohm meter, let's see, I'm curious what that would show. So same hookup, and let's see. Right, so 1800 ohms. So a regular ohm meter probably wouldn't beep at you. You would know there's something wrong. Sometimes it doesn't show that. So anyway, the mega tester kind of cuts out all that nonsense. If there's a leak, it's going to show up. And let's put that back. Even at 250 probably. Yeah, 0. Let's try 50. I just go to 500. But yeah, with just a little bit of voltage. So there's a short to ground. It wasn't tripping the breaker, so there's enough resistance. I guess we saw, yeah, the 1800 ohms was enough to keep it from tripping the breaker. So anyway, I thought this would be a good candidate to show you the Dynatel 2273. I haven't set it up yet, but I'm going to hook that up. Let me just show you the lay of the land. It's going over to this LB in the corner right there. That gray wire is our wire. Just on the other side of the wall, we have a splice, and I've isolated the connections there. No need to look at that. Alright, so I'm gonna pause this and set up my Dynatel. I always take the batteries out, because if not, they run down and it's a lot of batteries. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, so here we are. Set up the batteries, and somebody's trying to call me, send message. Okay, so you got a couple options. First thing I do is do trace. I've got this plugged in. The red wire is going to my wire, my conductor, and the black is going to a stake in the ground. And the first thing I want to do is get an idea where it is. So I just kind of walk, and you can see it tells you, okay, there it is. I don't know if you can see that, but basically I realize, look, I'm standing in, you can't see it, but I'm standing in a divot. I can almost feel the trench now. I couldn't see that before, but now that I know where it is. Okay, so the wire's crossing here. So before, you know, with just a basic tracer, you can, you know, if you know where the trench was, I have the advantage of knowing that. The utility is coming across the edge of this lawn. She had photos of it. And I know my wire crosses this path. So I suspect right in here, you could start digging. But I want to go ahead and hook up the A-frame. And so to do that, let's see if I can do this. We're going to change it, the mode, to... Okay, up to there, and it's saying 33K. That's usually the, okay, so if we go to ohms, we do that, and it says 10,000 ohms, so that's that's pretty good. And now we put it on our tracing mode, and you hear that beep. If you read the instructions, if there's a constant tone, you have a very good path. If it's beeping, it's usable. If there's no tone, it means don't waste your time. So basically, current is flowing through this red alligator clip, through my conductor, to wherever that break is, and now it's coming back to my ground stake. Okay? And that's a direct current. And my Dynatel, we're gonna plug in the bottom here. There's just like an audio 1/4 inch jack, we're gonna plug that in. And we're gonna plug this into, sorry about the camera work, but I'm on the job trying to bill my time out. So we're plugged in and we've got to go back. Let's see. Sorry, okay, we turned the machine on, we're plugged in, and I can't see the screen. Alright, so it's busy. You see the fault? Hold on. So if you're back at the selecting screen, you've got a cable and pipe, marker, fault, and tone exit. What we want is fault. This is a ground fault. So we click on that, and now what we want to do is get a baseline, and we're just going to go in line with the path. Okay, 118 decibels. Reference. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this first. I gotta put the camera down. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, we got our reference. You're gonna get basically two loud signals, one at that stake and one at the fault. And you wanna kinda know what it was. I was getting 118 decibels. So now I've staked my A-frame in line with the wire. I know where the wire goes. And if you look at this Dynatel, you'll see the green dot. Let's see. See the green dot right there? That corresponds with the green on the A-frame and the red. So the red with the stripes is over here. And if you look, it's the arrow's pointing to the green. So that means the fault is towards the green. Okay? And so this is impossible. Damn. Alright. So I just move along. I watch this. It bounces around. It's still, the fault is towards the green. So I keep going. Okay. Let it bounce around. The fault is still towards the green. Let's keep going. Okay, it's bouncing around. Let's go a little bit further. I wish I had 3 hands. Okay, now you see the arrows pointing back towards the red. Okay? So as we suspected, the brake is right where they crossed it. No big surprise. So let's go back. Okay. The warbling sound is the red. The solid tone is green. So I'm gonna stop trying to show you the screen and just listen to the noise as I stake along the path. Okay? So okay. All right. So now what you do is you want to spin your A-frame around and kind of prove the location. Okay, so we're a little off. So let's see. Once we're directly over the fault, we're looking, you can use either side, but it should stay green all the way around in a circle when I do this. Okay. Alright, so I pretty much marking that spot. What you can do too is, leaving the A-frame hooked up, just hit your locate button, and I'm gonna disconnect this. Yeah, so we're right there. So that's the spot that my and again, you know, without this fancy stuff, you could have figured that out on this particular job, because, you know, I already knew that they had come down and hit this wire here. This is really useful when you don't really know what damaged the wire. This was 2 years ago, so, you know, I wasn't sure, but I'm confident this is the spot. So I'm going to get a shovel, I'm going to shut this off, do some digging, and I'll show you if the machine was right or not. I love digging for treasures. Look what we found. We found our wire, and I don't know if you can see that. A little splice. Ooh, look at that. Let's take a look. Oh yeah. All that green crap. I don't know if you can see it. Let's take a couple photos for the customer. Oh yeah. All right. Easy enough. I'm gonna dig this out some more. I'll show you maybe a shot of the splice kit I used. One thing I didn't show you is the depth feature. This is not really a great review on the tool. Just wanted to show you the A-frame capabilities. And sure enough, it's right there. But if you look, if you can see this, I can't. It says depth right there as one of the options. So when you're looking at this, you want the bars to meet in the middle. Adjust your gain so it's right in the middle, and then just press the depth button. And what do we get? We're getting 9 inches. And if you look, I don't have a tape measure, but that's about 12 inches, somewhere in there, 9 inches. So and then we'll do it again. Let's hold it right on the wire. Depth, and what do we got? 1 inch. So I'm sitting right on the wire. It says 1 inch. So anyway, that's a nice feature. I use that so I don't hit the wire, and it does work pretty good. I think this cross antenna helps you get the depth right. I think a lot of machines have the feature, but a lot of them aren't that accurate. This one seems to be pretty good. All right, I'm taking you offline again, dig some more. I'll show you the repair. I'm not done yet, but there's my first splice. The wire doesn't reach, so I'm going to do 2 splices. I use no locks for extra measure, and then this slips over, and it has a ooze in it, so once you heat it up, you should see the ooze come out. And anyway, I need to make up another one for that side, so we keep going. Okay, there's the beautiful piece of artwork. 2 splices. And the moment of truth. Let's see. I haven't done this yet, but we're gonna check to ground. We're gonna put 500 volts on this bad boy. Battery low, close. So I'm still getting a path, unfortunately. So they probably, I should have checked it before I made up all those splices. Yeah, that's kind of low. I'd like to see more like 20 to 50 megohms. Yeah, there's another break somewhere. Alright, well, my phone died. Ended up finding another break over here when they put this post in. Voila, they scraped the wire all up there, so I put an underground splice kit there. You saw what I did over here, and then let's see, do this without showing the name. Hey, we got lights, it's working. So I'll go shut the timer off. Just to recap, or to bring closure, there is still 1 megohm of resistance which is not enough. I'd like to see above 20 megohms. And at this splice here, going from here back to the sign, I had 20 megohms roughly, and then from here just to around the corner to that LB I showed you earlier, I've only got 1 megohm. So I can't really see. I dug under this asphalt as much as I could, and then who knows what happened, whether there's damage from plantings over here, but that's not what I'm getting paid for. I'll put it in the notes on my invoice to cover myself. But there it is, folks. See if I can edit this up to look half decent. But yeah, the Dynatel is a great tool. You can actually find faults under asphalt. I've never tried it, but you put little sponges on the ends of the A-frame and wet them, and that makes enough of a contact. I'm sure it would work. So there it is. I'm done. I gotta get a helper to do the digging, man. All right, have a good one. We're off to the next big one.